Hey, we're back with the 99 Porsche Boxster, trying to find a misfire. Can you see which one of these is not like the other? Got some wetness right there. And so we'll pull that coil. I pulled the plug off while it was running and no change. The other two changed. So this one is the misfire coil. I'll pull that off and see what we can find. 5mm Allen wrench. Let's unplug it. There's one. Oh. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, I think that's a problem. Can we save this Porsche? I think I have this set up all right. 8mm threads. That cam drives the oil pump. The key broke off and the cam sprocket is cracked. So I have the cam shafts braced right here. Loosened up all of the bolts on the valve cover. Just pulling off this, and then I see that the tube comes out like that. Well, it's a really good thing we pulled off this valve cover, because if you look right there, my inspection mirror, let's see, do you see that broken piece of spark plug in there? Right there. You see that piece of spark plug right there coming out? Yep. Don't want that in the oil pump. Best I can tell, here's what happened. Spark plug came out, bent, ceramic broke, pieces of ceramic got into the engine because the spark plug tube itself was broken. So this tube allowed all the pieces to go from in there into the valve cover. And that piece got sucked up by the oil pump and it broke the keyway on the shaft because the oil pump jammed. This is just a scavenger pump that sends it to the main oil pump. So here we have a new one. It's a little bit different. It has these two corners are different, so hopefully this new one fits. All right, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's more spark plug pieces way down inside of there, down in the engine. And we had to remove that piece right there that goes on the suspension so that we could get the valve cover out. Since it's so tight working in here, it's hard to film everything. So I had to pull this clip off of the wire that goes to, I don't know, maybe it's a valve solenoid. Anyway, it goes through this hole right here. So I just pulled it through that hole, pulled the whole valve cover out, and now we're gonna fish out some of these little pieces inside of here. There's one piece of spark plug right there. All right, let's clean up this valve cover. I'm going to grease these cam bearings before I install this. Now I just need to clean off the mating surface for the valve cover. Get that nice and clean so that the new RTV will stick. Okay guys, I'm going in. Alright, here's the bore scope, and we're going to see why the spark plug popped out. I think there's no more threads left in this hole. You shouldn't be able to just take the spark plug and press it all the way down in the hole with your finger and have it go all the way to the end and be seated. I'm using a spark plug thread repair tool. We're going to cut some threads in for a thread insert and put that in. So just have to rely on keeping it straight. Trick is to get this as straight as possible. Yeah, that's cutting threads now. Yep, we're cutting threads. Alright, let's clean some of these chips out of here. I counted the threads. I'm in 8.5. If I go in 14 deep, That should be about right. I think it's starting to get easy. I think it's all the way through now. Yeah, that feels like it's all the way through. Yep. Time to take it out. How's that look? Okay, next thing I have to do is put this thread cutter back in there and set it so that it's about a 1/4 inch below the top of the threads. So I need to turn this in more than 14 turns. That's probably about 18 turns. And then I need to run the seat cutter. 6, 13, 18. Now we take the seat cutter and put this over the top. It's turning my tap, so that means I need to go down farther. So it was touching the tap at the very top, so that's flush at the moment. And so now I need to go down about 4 threads. And now I'll put the seat cutter on. And basically just have to smooth out the seat. This basically smooths out the top of the hole. So I think that's probably good. And we'll take a look at the seat cutter now. Okay, got some chips on there. Alright, let's see how this... Oh, I still have that in there. Yeah, let's see how this bore looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's done all the way around. Looks good. Alright, let's pull this. I got my end of the straw a little bit bent on this so that I can hopefully spray the threads more than into the piston or into the cylinder. Let's see, what did that do? Still got plenty of grease there. Alright, I got some blue stuff on the insert, and this is going in. Now it says to keep turning it until it loosens up. That feels loosened up, so now I guess I just back out. Well, at least it came out without the insert. Let's check it out and see how far down it is, if it's seated correctly. Okay, let's try screwing a spark plug down in the hole. Goes in and it stops. Okay, got the RTV on. Alright, this is a tight squeeze, but I need to undo the 4 bolts that are holding on this driver for the oil pump. Pull this driver out. Don't tell me the cam chain tension is holding it in. Alright, I'm going to loosen up this chain tensioner. Well, I just pulled the tensioner all the way out. Here's the new one, or the new used one, that's going to go in there. Alright, it's not lining up. Well, the cam sprocket turned, so I'm going to have to figure out how to line these holes back up because they're hidden underneath the cam sprocket now. Alright, I got the driver in because I had to turn the crank to get the bolts to line back up. I'm gonna have to adjust the cam timing on this bank. Alright, I've got the crankshaft marked on the top dead center, and now I'm going to line the camshaft. And this is probably not the best way, but it works. There, that's in the slot. I just have to make this exactly parallel. Okay, it still needs to turn just a little bit. Okay, let's try that. Okay, this looks aligned right here, so I'm going to go and on the other side and tighten up the oil pump driver bolts to lock down the camshaft in that position. Sorry guys, this is such a bad angle for viewing. It's kind of like what I usually say, you can see it or touch it, one of the two, not both. I need to pop the camshaft plug back in. That green thing right there. All 3 of those are in. Okay, let's put this spark plug tube in. Okay, the oil pump key is lined up, and it should just press in like this. Oh, maybe I need to turn the pump key and then line that part up. Yeah. All right. Soak the pump in oil just to prime it, and this gear is hitting the brake line. All right, a little more wiggling and finagling, and I got it to line up and get in. So double checking that I got it in right. This side, inscription, it's hard to read in the mirror. I think that says 1 to 3. And the other side, the outside, should say 4 to 6. Really need prescription safety glasses. Yeah, 4 to 6 is on the outside. 1 to 3 is on the inside. Yep, there we go. Because this is the side for cylinders 1, 2, 3 on the passenger side. This is like the home stretch, getting these coils back in. Oh, wait a minute. This doesn't look right, like the right size. Ouch. We had to get this suspension brace off to get the valve cover out. Now we need to put it back in. This one started just to hold it up. This is always the scariest moment when you're fixing an engine. A little bit of smoke, but she runs.